dua pihak yang merupakan pemenang pusaka kepada di Malaysia.
Assalamualaikum. We are from Group 6 and today we'll be discussing a critical aspect of TNB Tenaga Nasional Berhad of industrial relation. Specifically, we'll dive into the challenges TNB is currently facing and propose solution to foster a harmonious and productive work environment. Our aim is to shed light on why strong industrial relations are not just about employee welfare, but vital for TNB operational stability and national contribution.
Okay, let's start by understanding what industrial relation means. Simply put, industrial relation is a multidisciplinary field that looks at the complex interplay between employers, employees, their union, employee organization, and the government. It encompasses how these relationships are regulated, particularly through practice like collective bargaining, effective conflict resolution, and ensuring employee participation. At its core, industrial relation is built on a tripartite concept involving these three key parties: the government, employers, and employees. The ultimate goal is to achieve industrial harmony, boost productivity, and ensure fair treatment for all employees. For major entity like TNB, these relations are foundational to its operation, as any disharmony can impact both the company and the nation.
So, why is this field so important for TNB? Firstly, as Malaysia's largest electric utility, TNB provides an essential service. Any industrial unrest could severely disrupt power supply, impacting the entire nation. Strong IR, guided by legal frameworks like the Industrial Relations Act, ensure operational stability and consistent service delivery. Secondly, it's about workforce productivity and morale. A harmonious environment means a motivated, engaged workforce leading to higher efficiency and better service quality. Finally, good IR ensures compliance with the stringent labour law, including the Employment Act, and enhances TNB reputation as a responsible employer, which is crucial for attracting and retaining talent.
Now, let's talk about a specific challenge TNB is currently facing. Reports suggest that due to recent organizational restructuring and subsequent understaffing, employees are experiencing a significant increase in their workload. This situation has led to feelings of unfair treatment and has caused employees to question the benefit provided by the company, feeling they no longer adequately compensate for the added burden. This problem of staffing shortage and increased workload is a common industrial relation issues, where union members often raise concern about insufficient staff, leading to a higher burden on existing employees. This is the crux of the industrial relation issues we are addressing today.
This issue has a dual impact on TNB's employee. Paradoxically, the shared hardship can positively enhance their voice and bargaining power. When many employees feel the same way, it strengthens their collective demands, especially through unions, who act as their collective voice. Understaffing means employees are more critical, increasing their leverage in negotiations. However, the negative impacts are severe. We are looking at widespread burnout and deteriorating mental health due to sustained stress and fatigue. Moral plummets leading to disengagement. Critically, increased workload and fatigue can compromise safety standards in a high-risk environment like electricity supply, increasing the likelihood of errors or accident. And if not addressed, it will inevitably lead to higher employee turnover, a brain drain of valuable expertise.
For TNB as an organization, the consequences of these unresolved issues can be dire. Operationally, we could see significant disruptions, slower response to outage, a massive backlog in critical maintenance, and delays in vital projects, impacting power reliability. This directly translates to increased cost exorbitant, overtime payments, higher recruitment expenses to replace lost talent, and potentially regulatory fines for service quality failures. Most concerning is the escalation of industrial conflict. Unresolved issues can lead to a surge in grievances and potentially escalate to industrial actions like work to rule, go-slow picketing, or even highly disruptive strikes by employees, or even lockout by the employer. This not only sours management-employee relations but severely damages TNB's corporate reputation and public trust, making it difficult to attract and retain the best talent in the long run. If the IR framework is not robust, it can lead to chaos and exploitation.
Currently, TNB has established employee association and unions, which play a vital role. Unions act as the collective voice for employees, aggregating concern and formally engaging management. They are key in fighting for the right and benefit of staff. Through collecting bargaining, they negotiate on behalf of members baked by the strength of the numbers. For instance, any strike action requires a secret ballot ensuring democratic representation. The outcome of successful bargaining is a collective agreement. This is a legally binding contract defining terms like wage, benefit, working hour, and grievance procedure. For TNB, CA is highly important because it establishes clear, fair conditions, promotes industrial peace for a set period, ensure legal compliance, and is critical for attracting and retaining talent by offering competitive package. TNB regularly renew its CA with negotiation for a new one taking place every 3 years.
From a legal standpoint, if this dispute escalates, a clear process is followed as outlined by the Industrial Relations Act 1967. It typically begins with direct negotiation. If that fails, the Department of Industrial Relations (JPP) under the Minister of Human Resource (MOHR) steps in for conciliations. A DGIR officer mediates, trying to help parties reach a voluntary agreement. If conciliation fails, the Minister of Human Resource can refer the dispute to the Industrial Court for arbitration, where the court issues a legally binding award. The overall process of conciliation and arbitration is a key role of the MOHR. It's vital to remember that TNB is an essential service, which means stricter preconditions for any industrial action. For instance, a strike requires a 42 days notice to TNB, a 2/3 majority in a secret ballot, especially a 50% plus 1 of members voting, and compliance with the strict timelines. The minister also has powers to prohibit strike if a public safety is endangered. Unlawful industrial action can lead to severe penalties, including fines and imprisonment. This framework is designed to prevent disruption to critical
How can TNB effectively address this issue and restore harmony? Our group proposed a multifaceted approach. First, enhance communication and transparency during restructuring. This means forming a joint task force with union reps, holding regular town halls with senior management for open Q&A, and creating an online feedback portal. Continuing proactive engagement session with union is crucial as it will reduce rumors, build trust, and ensure everyone is informed. Second, TNB must implement strategic workload management. They need to conduct a thorough workload audit, identifying specific understaffed areas. Based on this, a clear time-bound recruitment plan should be announced and executed immediately. Additionally, implementing workload management tools and policies will help prevent burnout and ensure fair task distribution, addressing the root cause of this increased burden.
Third, a critical benefit reviews and communication strategy. While TNB's current benefits are already very good and exceed the minimum of Employment Act 1955, TNB should collaborate with unions to benchmark these benefits against industry standard, ensuring they remain competitive and address current employee concerns about compensation for increased workload. Crucially, TNB must then effectively communicate the total value of these benefits through personalized statements and education campaigns, showing employees the full investment in their well-being. Finally, strengthening union engagement. This involves formalizing a joint problem-solving committee with union leaders for ongoing collaborative discussion, not just during crises. TNB already has a Joint Council Committee (JCC) framework, which is excellent for resolving issues at local, divisional, and corporate levels. Investing in industrial relations, training for both managers and union leaders will also equip them with the skill for constructive dialogue and dispute resolution. These steps foster genuine partnership and prevent issues from escalating, ensuring the continuation of committee functions well.
Now we move into the conclusion. What is the importance? In conclusion, addressing the current industrial relations issues at TNB is not merely about resolving conflicts. It's fundamental to TNB's long-term stability and growth. Proactive and effective industrial relations are absolutely essential for ensuring uninterrupted operations, maintaining a strong reputation, and attracting the talent needed to power Malaysia's futures. The existing robust IR framework at TNB, including its structured communication channels and collective agreements, serve as a strong foundation.
By implementing this proposed solution, focusing on open communication, strategic workload management, valuing employee benefit, and strengthening collaboration with union through the established platform like the JCC, TNB can move towards a win-win scenario. It will benefit employees through fairer treatment and improve well-being, benefit TNB through enhanced productivity and reduce costs, and ultimately benefit Malaysia with a more reliable and sustainable for energy supply.
This comprehensive approach ensures that TNB continues to lead, not just in energy provision, but it's also as a model for industrial harmony. Thank you for your time.